like I was saying, my guess is the G's are driving that car. That makes sense to me, because there's white men in the G's. And these people are trying to get around discrimination and oppression. And you know how white dudes are. We know these roads. In fact, we built these roads. The rest of you buckle up, we'll get you to where you want to go. So the G's are just driving the car. Of course, next to the G's in the passenger seat is the L's. Everybody likes the L's, except for the G's. I don't know what that's about. I just know the G's don't like them that much. The G's always say like little subliminal digs on them. It's not mean, but you know what I mean? They just be like, I wouldn't wear that. The only thing that breaks the tension between the L's and the G's are the B's in the back seat. If it's one thing that the L's and the G's agree on, is that the B's are gross. They seem greedy to the L's and the G's, you know what I mean? They're just sitting in the back seat like, yeah, man, I'll anybody in this car. What's going on, man? And sitting next to the B's, all the way in the back seat by themselves, looking out the window, that's the T's. Everybody in the car respects the T's, but everyone also resents the T's. It's not the T's fault, but everyone in the car just feels like the T's are making the trip take longer. Anything the T's say gets on everybody's nerves. And then the T's don't even say anything bad. They just be in the back talking to themselves. I'm hot. Shut up. Shut the up. Okay.
Dave Chappelle's unfiltered take on modern culture. Dave Chappelle has become a pivotal voice in today's cultural conversations, fearlessly tackling topics that many shy away from. With his unique blend of humor and insight, he cuts through the noise to reveal uncomfortable truths about society. Let's dive into some of his most notable observations on everything from LGBTQ dynamics to feminism, bathroom laws, and more. The car ride analogy. Chappelle kicks things off with a metaphor about a car ride, which perfectly illustrates the complicated social dynamics within the LGBTQ community. He humorously suggests that the G's gay men are driving the car, navigating through the roads they built, while the L's, lesbians, sit in the passenger seat. The tension between these groups is palpable, as Chappelle notes the subliminal digs the G's make toward the L's. In the back seat, the B's bisexuals create additional tension. Everyone feels they are being too greedy. The T's transgender individuals are tucked away in the back, respected but also resented for making the trip longer. This analogy not only highlights the complexity within the community but also reveals how even allies can experience friction. Chappelle's ability to address these subtleties with humor makes the conversation both engaging and enlightening. Born in the wrong body. Next, Chappelle confronts the concept of being born in the wrong body, a notion that can be confusing. He acknowledges the humor in this predicament, suggesting that if it happened to him, it would be a source of laughter. This self-reflection leads to a deeper discussion about societal expectations and the absurdities that come with identity. The baby controversy. Chappelle then shifts gears to address the controversy surrounding the rapper DaBaby. After DaBaby made offensive comments about the LGBTQ community, his career took a significant hit. Chappelle points out the irony that DaBaby can shoot someone in Walmart without repercussions, but cannot make a single misstep in the realm of social media. This stark contrast highlights the current cultural landscape where words hold tremendous power. Rachel Dolezal's narrative. Chappelle dives into the story of Rachel Dolezal, a white woman who identified as black. He humorously critiques her actions, comparing her to transgender individuals who undergo physical changes to align with their identity. The difference, he argues, is in the commitment to transformation. Dolezal's case raises questions about authenticity and the lengths individuals go to in order to fit into a particular identity. Daphne's experience. One of the most poignant moments in Chappelle's routine involves a trans woman named Daphne, who attended several of his shows. Chappelle recounts how Daphne laughed heartily at his jokes, including those about the transgender community. This interaction leads him to question why some people feel offended when the individuals being joked about find humor in the same material. His experience with Daphne serves as a reminder that context matters, and laughter can often bridge divides. Standards and practices. Chappelle reflects on the limitations imposed by the Standards and Practices Department during his time on television. He shares a story about being told he could not use certain words on air and questions the reasoning behind these restrictions. This anecdote illustrates the absurdity of censorship and the unwritten rules that govern artistic expression. The alphabet people. Chappelle humorously refers to the LGBTQ community as the alphabet people, highlighting the complexities within the various identities represented by each letter. He notes that these groups often have distinct movements but are lumped together in public discourse, missing the nuances of their individual experiences. Caitlyn Jenner's media presence. Chappelle addresses Caitlyn Jenner's potential nude shoot for Sports Illustrated, expressing his discomfort with the idea. His reaction resonates with many who find it challenging to reconcile societal expectations with personal beliefs. He uses this moment to critique the media's portrayal of transgender individuals and the expectations placed on them. Feminism and racial dynamics. Chappelle's commentary on feminism delves into its historical racial components. He references Sojourner Truth and the reluctance of white feminists to address issues of race alongside women's rights. His critique of the recent feminist movement suggests that more substantial action is needed beyond symbolic gestures such as wearing matching outfits. Abortion rights. In a particularly bold segment, Chappelle shares his ambivalence about abortion. He acknowledges that while he is not in favor of it, he respects a woman's right to choose. His stance emphasizes the importance of personal agency and the need for men to step back from this debate. By addressing this sensitive topic with humor, he encourages a more open dialogue about reproductive rights. Bathroom laws and their implications. Chappelle wraps up his commentary with a discussion on bathroom laws in North Carolina, which require individuals to use the restroom corresponding to their birth certificate. He critiques this legislation as unnecessary and potentially harmful. His humorous take on the discomfort such laws create serves to highlight the absurdity of legislating personal identity. Conclusion. Through his comedic lens, Dave Chappelle confronts the complexities of modern culture with a refreshing honesty. He navigates controversial topics by blending humor with critical insights, making it clear that laughter can be a powerful tool for understanding and conversation. As he continues to challenge societal norms, Chappelle remains a vital voice in the ongoing cultural dialogue.